My great-grandfather built a home for his family out of a chicken coop. He dragged it from his father's backyard down the river valley, across the frozen North Saskatchewan, and up to the southern part of Edmonton, where it still stands today. Around the same time, across the world, my great-grandmother left her home and her husband and moved to Kuwait, where she worked as a governess to the American ambassador's children, earning money to send home to her own kids in her village, Banangadi. I love telling these stories. I'm here today because of them, and I tell them now to communicate that migration is not some foreign process happening elsewhere, but something normal, commonplace, bound up with probably many of our lives and histories. How many of us have heard political rhetoric aimed against migrants, telling people that they should go back where they came from? This is a prominent theme in our contemporary era. Despite the fact that this era, since 1945, has seen the most movement in human history, migration is still often seen as an aberration. In this context, how do migrants represent their experiences? Already, this is a common theme in the field of migration studies. Scholars in this field tend to study individual testimonies, underscoring the diversity of migrant experiences. But because of this, some scholars say the field has lost its capacity to create theoretical frameworks. A focus on specificity and difference means scholars cannot connect diverse testimonies in pursuit of broad political goals. With my doctoral research, I hope to address this problem. I aim to undertake a survey of migration in the post-war and contemporary North American novel using a formal method, attending to how these stories are constructed, to locate the narrative devices used to convey migration. A key thesis of this work is that, even though migration has countless forms, it is communicated through a set of recurring tropes and scripts, which serve to make migrants' experiences seem natural or unnatural, productive or criminal, easy or unimaginable, finite, ending in a home, or infinite, continuing with endless drift. My goal is to clarify some of these tropes, and thereby to introduce a classifying framework for scholars in migration studies. In doing so, I hope to clear ground for more proactive, politically minded scholarship. Understanding how the migrant narrative is constructed in both positive and negative manners can allow us to push back against unfair depictions of migration, to shift our cultural narratives in pursuit of a more welcoming society. Belonging is not an inherent right. It is something we claim, and therefore it is something we can and should extend to others. Most of us here are migrants on Indigenous land, and belonging for us is not a right which we can deny each other. It is a responsibility we share. And that's all.